Hi, Cancer. Welcome. So, Cancer, this is going to be your reading. I'm going to start with the spiritual general messages, and then I'm going to go into the you versus them love reading. I'm timestamping this April just because that's when I'm recording it, but my readings are timeless, so I just trust that whenever you find this, that's when it's for you. And let's go ahead and get into it. So, I actually started your reading, and then, I don't know, something about the vibe felt off to me, so I stopped and kind of did other things, and then now I'm coming back to it. But what is also interesting is I actually was going to do your reading a day or two ago, and I sat down to do it, and I started instead getting messages for Capricorn and ended up doing Capricorn's reading. So I don't know what's going on in the energy here. Cancer, if you're feeling a little off, or like the vibe is off, or if you're feeling a little looked over, so to speak, but it's a weird vibe, right? But the positive is that both times I did your reading, this time included, I had really positive overall energy cards. So I feel like there is this steady, stable progression going on in the Cancerian energy. This is the card of empowerment, which talks about joining forces, your strengths, a very intense energy, very concentrated energy. And it's meant to activate you or activate things inside of you to inspire you, but it can also be, on the flip side of that, overwhelming, you know? And maybe that's a little bit of what I was feeling as well as I was attempting to do your reading, not once but twice, was, I don't know, a sense of overwhelmment, but also a sense of distraction, okay? Having difficulty keeping my focus. So you might be feeling a bit of that or all of that. Take it as it resonates. So we will get some more cards out, though, and see what we got coming through for Cancer. Going with the flow, harmony. Ooh, yes. So this is that very stable, sure energy I was feeling. So on the positive side, this is a very harmonious, peaceful, like, you know, again, taking things one step at a time, not getting all balled up in a problem or letting yourself get all concerned or worried over things. Instead, this is kind of like a go with the flow, a very chill vibe, if you will. And then the card of sharing, which is like, you know, when you're in that really good space that you just feel like you want to share yourself with others, or you want to share in general. We are never more giving and generous than when we are in the highest vibrations of love, bliss, you know, joy, that type of energy. So you may feel blessed, okay? Or you may be in a space where you're feeling so good you are blessing others with your energy, with your presence. So take it as it resonates. It's a really powerful and beautiful energy to start the reading, so I'm really happy to see that. Actually, I'm going to use these cards. So let's get some more cards out and see then what else we have coming in for my Cancers. What else? Here you are, the King of Cups, whether you're male or female, as it is a general reading. And the Knight of Cups, more water energy. So this is you being in the flow. Even if you have a lot going on, even if there are things that are weighing you down, or maybe there's somebody that you're dealing with that weighs you down, or just, I heard check your vibes. Okay, that could be for you or somebody you're connecting with, where the vibe might be off, but it's just a sense either way, Cancer, of being able to handle whatever life is throwing at you, and it's showing off your strengths and your capability to withstand the storm. But it's in a funny way bringing out like this more playful side of you too, this more romance driven. And I'm not just talking about relationships, although some of you, yes. I'm talking about romancing life, you know, romancing oneself, right? We think of love and romance in conjunction with relationship partners, But love is expansive and can be directed at anything and flowed towards anything in your life, whether it's a love for music or a love for good clothing, a love for good food. You know what I mean? Like, love is not just for others or another partner. It is a state of being, right? So it's also like getting into that space where you're able to flow that love. But the funny thing is like when you're in that space and the more consistent you are in that space, the more others want to flow love towards you. The more you attract other people who are on your same wavelength. I couldn't get that out. And so don't be surprised if it's reciprocal during this time frame, or you're attracting that out of others or another, because I feel you're a powerful magnet, right? So let's see what else we have coming through for Cancer. Nine of Cups, the Hermit, the Chariot. So yeah, in the heart space here, it's a lot of great energy. I heard luck, good fortune, feeling lucky. There's also like a lot to think about, but I mean like in a positive way, a lot to digest, but at the same time, like it's giving you pause to self-reflect. It's giving you a deeper understanding of yourself, of life, of the situation. There's maybe opportunities as well for movement, moves, travel, whether that be in jobs, homes, relationships. It'll be different for each of you, but I do feel movement here and a change coming through. Some of you may be in this space where you might be conjuring up or waiting for money, right, in order to travel or move destinations. And I feel like as long as you're staying in this very empowered space, not all of the time, you don't have to be there all the time. You can't be there in a high vibration all the time, right? But most of the time, if you can stay in that high vibration, I feel like the puzzle pieces are coming together and you are opening up doorways of opportunity for the money, for the finances to come through, for those of you who are waiting on that. But let's see what else. The Lovers. Oh my gosh, I got a bit of Cancer in my chart. But you know what? I do have a lot of fourth house placements. I want to say like 4 or 5. So in a sense I do. But this is really good. Oh my gosh. It's all good. Love, relationships, money, movement, travel, like all of these doors of opportunity open and available to you. And it's like, as long as you're in the flow, it's going to flow. Like the only person that could stop this, slow this, or hinder this would be you. And the only way you would be able to do that is to get bogged down in the details, start thinking too much about the struggle or the negativity rather than the possibilities and the positivity. But I just feel like, oh my God, yes, there's a really strong connection coming through the relationship sector. A lot of passion, a lot of inspiration, a lot of creativity, a lot of energy. You might be getting an energy boost. You might be getting a financial boost. You might be getting a confidence boost. I mean, some of you it's just going to be one of those things, but lots of you, it's going to be all three, which is like, oh my God, this is so refreshing. It is just like a breath of fresh air. And this may be, you know, coming in after a time period where everything felt off to you, or the vibe felt off, or that maybe you felt overlooked by the world or another person, you know, and now it's like you're seen, you're heard, and your prayers are being attended to and answered. And all you got to do is get into receptive mode, Cancer, and just praise the good where you see the good and feel as blessed as often as you can, because you are. And it's just like, oh my God, things speeding up and it ramping up, and then boom, the universe delivers. but I feel it delivering on multiple ends. I feel generosity coming through. I feel, for some of you, either a reignition in a connection or a new connection here. Could be platonic or intimate. But also opportunities opening up that are going to help you to either get to a goal or to move or travel. So, what a dream reading. I hope this resonates with every single one of you. Sometimes I do readings and I'm like, oh, this does not look that great. But I'm the messenger. I didn't pick if they're bad or good. I just read the cards. But on this one, I'm like, I hope this resonates with every single one of you, because there's nothing for me to even clarify here. So let me get a guidance card then. See what else. You know what? Isn't that funny? I just got done saying, like, it's like a dream, and I just happened to look down and this caught my eye. It's card number 6. And can you read that there? It says The Dream. And I'm hearing that song, only in my dream. Some of you, it may feel like a dream come true. Some of you may have dreamt this up, like with the imagination. Some of you, this is a dream state, but it can become a reality. You know, your dream state is just as real as your wake state. A lot of people don't know that. It is. But anyways, pay attention to your dreams as well. You may be getting messages through the dream state. Okay, so you have card number 28. There are many right ways for us to behave. It is possible to live upon this planet with large numbers of other beings who believe and behave in a variety of ways in peace. When you're able to focus in such a way as to allow your alignment with Source, even though others are choosing to behave differently than you're choosing, then you will truly be free from the bondage of attempting the impossible task of getting everyone to agree on one right way. One right way would lead to endedness. Many right ways allow for eternalness. Ooh, very interesting message there for you. So let's go into the love portion of the reading then and see what else you have coming through. Stay right there. I'll see you in just a second. And welcome back. So Cancer, now we're going to go into the you versus them love reading. I'm going to go back and forth between you and the person you may be connecting with. And keep an open mind. The person you may be connecting with, yes, usually is going to be an intimate partner or an ex, but doesn't have to be. Could be a family member, a friend, a child, a parent. Keep an open mind, you name it. And let's go ahead and get started. So Cancer, you have the card of silence as your overall energy, and they have the card beyond the illusion. So kind of similar vibes, and if you look at the picture, like kind of similar energies, right? So this is all about a third eye opening. You also may have a very intuitive connection with this person. I feel this person's going through a lot of transformational and transitional changes on a spiritual level, but also maybe in their physical reality. I feel you too, but yours is more on that emotional level, on that spiritual level as well, but more in the emotional space. So let's see. Recent past for Cancer, and then we're going to look at how you both see and feel about each other and most likely outcome. So recent past for Cancer. So you have the Tower, the Two of Wands, the Hermit, and the Four of Pentacles. So wow, this is a very intense energy. And I heard the Day of Reckoning. Okay, so this is in the past, by the way. There might have been a significant event here or something that felt very unstable. And like, think about that message, the day of reckoning. Like, that seems like a big deal, but you know, again, it's a general. It just simply means instability. So in the past, that you might have been dealing with that type of instability here, maybe on a very large level for some of you, that kind of caused you to pause and reflect and really think about your life, yourself, your future. It might have put things on hold temporarily for you as well, as you kind of digested whatever this curveball was that I feel life had thrown at you. Let's see, this person's recent past. Whoa. 9 of Swords, 3 of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles. Oh, goodness. My energy is shifting. Sorry about that. Yeah, I feel like this person has had their own worries and concerns over the relationship or other relationships if it's not you. I feel like there's this supportive energy showing up for them, and like people wanting to be of support or be generous, but this person very much stuck in their mind and their stress and their own nightmares, and that they're bringing up the dream state again, which I think is really interesting because I got a message about the dream state in the spiritual reading as well. Check it out. But yeah, it's just like there's good things here for this person, and like there is this supportive nature showing up, whether it be from you or through other avenues. But it's like they can't see it, or they weren't able to see it. Like they are very clouded in the mind space. So let's bring it to the now and see, how do you perceive, how do you see this person in the now? Cancer. 3 of Cups. The 5 of Wands. And the Star. Hold on a second. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, I keep yawning. My energy keeps shifting. This happened in another reading. I can't remember which zodiac sign it was for. I want to say Leo. Some of you could be connected to that. But, yeah, I feel like there is something that you gave up on the struggle. You know, and that's actually helped to heal things within you, but possibly also within this connection, or that is what's going to heal it. It's like just letting go of what you don't have. I'm sorry. It's just like letting go of what you don't have control over is the key. And that includes other people's behaviors, including this person. We often want to take like the dictator role or the mother-father role in relationships, you know, trying to tell our partners how to behave or how to act, or correcting them, trying to mold them into what we would most like, you know, for them to be, do, and have. But it's not our place to do that. It's certainly not our place to do that with our partners, but not even our place to do that with our children. Like, the point of a relationship is to understand that we are all born free, and that we all have the autonomy and the free will to choose for ourselves. And if you really, really love somebody, whether you agree or disagree with what they're choosing, you love them anyways. And actually, the less you try to control your partner, the more likely your partner is to behave in exactly the way that you want them to. Oftentimes, it's the pushing against and the nitpicking and the naysaying and the pointing out the problem that creates a problem in an otherwise good relationship. And yet we think these are helpful, even though we ourselves do not like to be picked on. We ourselves do not like to be criticized or told what to do. So it's this flawed premise where we think that's going to work when we do it to another person, even though we know innately that that does not feel good, and that does not evoke the reaction out of us, you know, the way that we hope it will for the other person. So it doesn't evoke the reaction you think it's going to. So like there's this whole big message coming through, I guess long story short, about letting go of that need to control if that's an issue. Now some of you, it is maybe the opposite way, where you have a partner that wants to tell you what to do, or you're connecting with, this person doesn't have to be a partner, a family member, a friend, whoever, that's trying to dictate, you know, things for you. And in that case, again, pushing against is only going to grow it. So what do you do in that situation? You have to take it with a grain of salt, you know, because nobody can jump in your mind and think your thoughts for you. And unless you give someone that power, they don't have that much power over you. So why would you let it bother you? Why would you let it affect you? Okay. You feel that way and I feel this way, and I'm going to honor how I feel. You know, it could be a very simplistic solution, right? If you're in the other seat. Sorry, I don't know why I'm going so far into that, but I hope this is making sense to you. Anyways, some of you have let go of that struggle and you're just like, I do me, you do you, and if it works, it works. And that's really how it always should be, by the way. And you'll actually gain a lot more in relationships by letting people be who they be and loving them anyways. But anyways, there's healing coming through. There's also this very supportive energy showing up again, as well as reconciliation for those of you who may be at on a break or at a distance. So let's see how this person sees you. How does this person perceive Cancer? 9 of Pentacles, Temperance. Oh my gosh, that's way too many. 4 of Swords, the Lovers, the 6 of Cups. So this person sees you as very capable, very independent. Somebody that they can be at peace with, comfortable with, a very strong bond, strong attachment. You may even have past history with this person or have had a long-term connection with this person. So it's all good in how they see you at this moment. Anyways, like, I feel like it's all good. And I'm also getting, it's a song, but something has been set into motion already. And I'm not sure what that's referring to, but something's been set into motion already. That's a question you had in your mind. Yeah. So let's see, how are you feeling underneath it all? How does Cancer feel about this person underneath it all? Knight of Cups. And yeah, I feel like even though you have such a strong bond with this person, you have such a struggle with really truly feeling like you're getting through to them or connecting with them. Now, there may be logistical reasons for that for some of you, but for others of you, it's more of like on an emotional wavelength, if you will, like a love language difference, okay? But because I feel that there's a lot on your heart or a lot that you're feeling, and yet you struggle with that, you know, or maybe you struggle to express that, even though you feel very attached or like this is a soulmate, you know. There might even be a fixation or an obsession over this person. I'm feeling it coming from you, be honest. But it could also be, you know, coming from this person. It's a general reading. And or there's something that you just obsessively fixate on that causes you to pause, that introduces a struggle into the flow of the connection. That could also be it. It's like, yes, things are flowing or can flow very easily. There's love here. There's a strong bond. But there's also something that causes you or gives you a reason to pause, and then it consumes you, or like you fixate on it, and then things start to feel heavy again. So let's see this person's heart space. How are they feeling? Knight of Swords. 8 of Swords. Ooh. Eight of Pentacles and the High Priestess. So there is some sort of blockage here, energetically speaking. It could also be a blockage in communication, as I got all caught up in the spiritual reading, like my throat chakra. But like there's something that this person avoids to communicate or avoids to tell you. There's an avoidance here, I'll say that. And there's also a comparison here, and I can't tell if that's coming from your end or their end, but there's an avoidance and a comparison. I feel like this person in their heart space is what is showing up for them is this focus on like what's in front of them, what's the task at hand. You know, getting things done in the real world, practical matters, pragmatic type of energy. And yet, like, while this person is in that space, though, it actually helps them to connect and to clear their energy. So it's like when they're doing things that are productive, they actually are more connected with spirit then than ever. And they're getting clarity or words of wisdom or insight through that state of mind when they're busy or when they're being productive. This person is at odds with whether they want to work on something or they're trying to work on something. And for a lot of you, it's related to the connection, but a few of you, it's other things they've got going on, but again, take it as it resonates. So let's see most likely outcomes then for Cancer, which can be changed with free will. Six of Pentacles, King of Swords, the Wheel. Oh my goodness, King of Cups, King of Pentacles, holy crap. Okay, hold on a second. Now, this could be connecting with my masculines. My masculine Cancer is showing up very strong. And or there might be a heavy masculine influence here. Whether you're the masculine or they're the masculine, or, you know, the patriarchy, like, holy crap. You have three kings here, okay? I don't feel this is three different people, although some of you could be dealing with this person and multiple other people or authority figures or men, you know. But I feel for the most part, this is showing me your energy. So there's like this small part of you, like this very giving and innocent part of you that wants to be generous, always wants to be giving, always wants to be warm. But there's also this part of you that really does not want to be taken advantage of or effed with in any sort of way. Like the first thing I got when I saw this card was don't F with me. So I feel like that's that very serious part of you, Cancer, showing up. Like, but then on the other hand, I feel this very soft energy, very emotional energy, and this trying to stay grounded, like trying to keep it all together, if you will. So I get that there's a fear of like being taken advantage of here. I don't know if that's something that you've dealt with, you know, your whole life, or with other people, or with this person in the past, but I get a sense of that. Okay, and I feel it coming from you, but again, could be swapped. And yet you want to heal things, like you want to go with the flow here. But that's where that hesitancy is coming from. So let's see this person's most likely outcome. King of Wands. The Star, and the Four of Cups, and the Queen of Pentacles. So I feel this person is very hard-headed. in a positive way, very strong-willed. Let's say that. But in a maybe not so positive way, very stubborn, very hard-headed, somewhat closed off to hearing, others' opinions or advice, or maybe yours, I'm not sure. Like, I feel like this person is somebody who's more than likely gonna go with their gut instinct over checking with everybody else to see how they feel. Like there's like two types of people out there: those that trust themselves and those that need other people to tell them what to do. This person is not one of those. I feel like they stick with what they know, which can be a very positive trait, but also obviously it could be a negative depending on the situation. But I just feel like this person does not care what other people think. Or maybe it feels like at times they don't even care what you think, even though I feel a very strong bond or strong attachment here. But then I heard sharing is caring, So that's an interesting vibe to get. It's not that they don't care. They do care. It's that they're hard-headed. So, okay, I'm getting this very specifically. Some of you feel like this person is inconsiderate because they do not care, like, how they make you feel on occasion, or maybe often. And the message that I'm getting is like, this person is they're trying to stay afloat, right? So it's not so much about not caring about you as it is to deal with, like, they need to put that attention on themselves, for whatever reason. And so, I don't know. I also am getting like this person doesn't feel like it's personal, even if it feels personal. So, sorry to go off script here, but I'm just getting all these different messages, and I want to make sure they're coming out right. I'm really getting like this person, it's not the reason why they do this, right? Or that they're saying do not take it personal, is because like that's just how they're used to functioning and living life. Like, I feel like I'm making excuses for this person. I'm trying to convey what I'm feeling when I'm looking at these cards. But it's more so like, and maybe that's how you feel, like you're just making excuses. But I feel whenever I dip into this person's energy, it's just like, this is just how I this is just how I am. This is just how I am. I am this way with everyone, not just you. Like, it's a little bit of a cold message, but at the same time, it's blunt and truthful, Like, don't make something about you that's not about you, is what I'm saying. And don't lose sleep over that. Because some of you, that is what's happening, is like, that's where the blockage is coming from as well. Like a sense of, do they not care, and are they going to take advantage of me or something like that? And it's none of the above. At least if this is resonating with you. And I feel like I have gone way off grid at this point. I've read way deeper into this than I typically would, but I just felt drawn to these cards. So anyways, yeah, I feel like this person is going to do what they feel is best for them at the end of the day. And so I wouldn't spend a lot of time trying to convey or convince. Instead, I would focus on how you feel, Cancer. and to release the need to control, you know, what anyone else is doing or thinking, because you can't. It's futile. And at the same time, draw your boundaries where you need to, and at the same time, still be the loving, free-flowing, beautiful Cancer that you are. So let's see what the guidance is. You have card number 42. Should I leave or should I stay? It's very empowering to discover that your patterns of thought do not have to follow your current situation, and therefore your current situation on all subjects can change. We do not recommend taking the physical action of leaving a relationship without deliberately coming into thought alignment with the new desires that have been born out of your current relationship. And then whether you stay in this relationship or move on to another, you can have exactly what you desire. Very interesting. Take it if that part resonates, and if it don't worry about it. Wow. Very interesting reading. I'm going to leave it there for now. Zodiac signs that you could be connecting with. I have like a million here, but I'll tell you the ones that stick out to me. Aquarius, Leo, Gemini, Sagittarius, Aquarius again, Virgo, and Scorpio, and Sagittarius again. Those are the primary signs I'm seeing, but keep in mind it is a general read, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it did resonate, let me know, please, in the comments below. I love to hear from you guys. I read all of my comments, good or bad. I love to hear the feedback. Also, don't forget to give me a like and share the video and subscribe so that you don't miss out on future videos or lives. Yes, I am bringing the Sunday lives back. I'm not going to do it every Sunday, but at least 1 or 2 a month. So in order to get the notification, you must be subscribed. So subscribe below. Also follow me on Facebook for more fun stuff. Otherwise, I'm wishing you the very, very best. And until next time, my friends, namaste.